I don't love you. Those are 4 words that I spoke once and I will never speak again. Because through my journey, I've realized that it wasn't her that I didn't love. It was me. I didn't love myself. And I hadn't loved myself. I hadn't experienced appreciation for myself. Ever. So everything I saw was hatred, not love. I want to give you what changed my life. And there are a bunch of things that changed my life, but this is going to be the most passive way to flip everything around. Because self-love is the key to all manifestation, because once you start loving yourself, it's effortless to take the right actions to move along on your purpose, what you came to Earth to do. And this is what I started doing. But really quick, background, before I get to what it is, I just want to give you a background to see, so you can see like how much this actually shifted things for me. Because 14 months ago, let me set the scene. I was walking into the parking lot of a church to meet up with a guy in a car. I had 2 pounds of marijuana in my backpack. I got in the back of the car. I was going to sell it to him. And he flashed the cash and then pulled a gun on me and told me to get the fuck out. That is how low I let my life get. And I had been on this spiral of self-destruction for years. Because deep down, I didn't even know it. I hated myself. I did everything I could to put myself in the worst situations. And I don't know. It's just what I did. And it's nice because now I look back at that guy and I love him. Because that was the one thing that was like the slap in my face that was like, I gotta change something because this isn't working. So thankfully, I bought a program from someone, and the practices in this program changed everything for me. But the first and easiest thing is listening to affirmations while you sleep. It is so easy to do. Well, there's a caveat to that. I'll get to that in a second. It is so passive to do. This is something you can do while you sleep. And I've had this for over a year. It's a Bluetooth headband. And I listen to affirmations every single night. Now, self-love is the key to all manifestation. Self-love comes first because we've grown up in a very hurt and suffering world where we were told that we weren't good enough, we didn't deserve stuff, we didn't deserve to live however we wanted. We had to fit into these boxes of what's acceptable. But this will allow you to get past all that. And let me tell you, I started listening to self-love affirmations. I couldn't do it for more than a couple nights. Because while it was passive, it was not easy. Because I started seeing things in my life that were hurting me. And I couldn't deal with that fact. So it literally took me a year to start listening to these for more than 2 months, because you need to listen to it for more than 2 months. That's how long it takes to actually build a habit and make it subconscious. So you need to listen to it. I mean, if you listen to it for a year, self-love affirmations, who will you be at the end of that? If you actually started looking in the mirror every single morning and saying, I love you, to yourself, have you ever done that? It's an amazing feeling. And that's another practice I started doing as I progressed down this. But it literally took me a year because I got distracted. I was like, no, I don't need self-love. I need discipline. So I started listening to discipline affirmations, and it worked. I was very disciplined in doing the wrong thing that didn't align with who I truly was. So if you listen, I'll link a video down below, but there's tons of self-love affirmation videos. There's tons of sleep affirmation videos on the internet. Like, you can literally change what your beliefs are, and you are quite literally, there's no way around it, you are the sum of your beliefs. You are exactly what you believe. Your thoughts are based off of your beliefs, and your thoughts turn into emotions and actions. I don't know why I'm doing this, but you get the gist. Your subconscious mind is always listening. Even when you're asleep, there's no conscious mind filter to say, no, that's not true. You're not worthy. No, that's not true. You weren't here for a reason. You're worthless. How many of you, like, throughout the day, just have these thoughts of like, why'd you do that? Like, that is the dumbest thing you could do. Why did you just do that? You're so dumb. If your mind is saying that to you, you have something to heal. That's for sure. Anyway, if you literally listen to self-love affirmations, if you do it for 90 days, your life will look completely different, and it will be hard as fuck. Like I said, it took me a year to get to the point where I was like, I have to just stick through this. I have to let all these things come up, these things in my life that are not serving me. I have to see them for what they are and transform them. And I'm still working on it. We're all working on it, right? Everyone's working on it. But, I mean, technology can be used for bad, it can be used for good, but this is one thing. It's just so easy. Just put it on before you sleep. Now, a couple practical things. It's going to be really uncomfortable to listen to people talking in your ear while you sleep, and you might even think it's a little cringe, but you just got to get over that. Nothing's really cringe. It's just a new perspective, a new way of seeing the world, I guess, but it's going to be uncomfortable. So what I recommend is turning it down to the point where it doesn't like make you alert when they speak up, because sometimes when you're drifting off to sleep, you'll hear the word or the person talking, and it'll like make you perk up and not be asleep anymore. And then the other thing I'll tell you is if you like think along, like say the affirmations in your mind while they're, I guess, listening, like active listening to them, and try to keep the space between each affirmation empty of thoughts, that will allow you to drift off to sleep much faster, and it will speed up the process of those affirmations manifesting into your reality. Because now it's you also saying it, so you're going to believe it quicker. I hope that makes sense. But just trust me, bro. Your subconscious mind is always listening. And honestly, like, if it's too uncomfortable, turn it down to the point where your ears can't really even hear it. Because guess what? As long as they're still playing, as long as the sound is coming through, sound is just energy. Sound is just energy. And what is everything else? Energy. So just having that in your environment will change it. So yeah, that's all I got to say for tonight. If you do this for 90 days, your reality will shift into a much better one. And that is a fact. And if it doesn't, you can come complain to me, but that will never happen. Okay, you are me, and we are infinite. Peace.